Hello everyone, Tymerover here. Welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. And happy Friday to everyone. Things are going pretty well. In between episodes, I did realize, I was questioning last episode why the heck, how we lost power. Because it basically went off well after the drop pods occurred, and I wasn't sure how, and it was bothering the heck out of me. So I went back and I actually did look, and what happened was the only connection we had was right here. That is the only connection to the main generators, was right here, and in the final grenade of the encounter with the drop pod scythers, I had blown those two connections up. However, it didn't knock out power because of the batteries, and so that's what led to the power outage so late. Is that everything just ran off these batteries, and it was a full battery up until ran out. At which point, yes, pretty much the entire base went off grid. But needless to say, it felt good to finally realize what the heck happened there, and fantastic. And someone else had mentioned that this wall was deconstructed based on my own, obviously my own order to deconstruct, and that was mainly a result of my own, during that encounter, I just never canceled it, even though it didn't get done until after the encounter occurred. So that's always fun. So what are we doing today? Well, one is I want to get this storage area mined out and online. Now, how am I going to do that? So we want to extend this out, and did we hit steel? Plasteel. Urgh. Well, I guess that's alright. This just takes a heck of a long time to mine. So, you know what? We will want it because I do want to make plasteel stuff, weapons. But I think for right now, what I want to do is I want to go over here, and that should be good. Delete. Why did you not expand this? Let's do that. Alright, now what we want is, I just want this to be clear all. I want it to be for apparel that is dead man's. That is what I want. And then of course this will be low level storage, and it will handle everything else. Now I do need an area for weapons, and I'm thinking of just doing that up here. So, like, somehow, what would this give me? This would give me 2 lanes. I think it might be time to sort of fix this into something practical. I might move this because I think I want something like that. On second thought, nope, it has to be one more. Never mind, we'll just do something like this. Alright, we may change around how we enter and exit here. I may take this door out, and this sort of becomes an armory area up here, which I kind of like that. Let's do something like this, and then I can put a stockpile for weapons up here. At least just all weapons, I think. Just clear all. Actually, take that back. Oh, we got another caravan. Psychoid Leaves for Mega Screen TV. Do we have 889 Psychoid Leaves? Probably not, because we've been... we got 1! We've been making them into stuff. Suspend. Psychoid plant. Do we want to like grow a ton of psychoid leaves over here? I don't know. How much does how much yield can one plant give? I don't know if it tells us here. Minimum growing skill. No, that's just minimum growing skill. I don't see anything. It does take 9 days. So that would probably be, again, I think this is correct, 18 days total because it doesn't grow during the night, evenings. So we have 18 days. That would leave us, I don't know, like 6 days to get there. So where are they? Oh, well, that's not too far. Let's see. Boom, boom. 3.3 days. All right. Let's do something like that. You know what? Our big time growing area, worst case scenario, we miss it. But we'll just make a bunch of drugs. I may not have them do all of these. You know what? Let me check something here. RimWorld Psychoid plant. I'm curious to know maximum yield. Doesn't, oh, there we go. Okay. Never mind. Doesn't give me what I'm looking for there. Huh. Did we... You know what? Carl, grunt. Nope. I need a good... I want a good grower here. Arrow. Arrow, you're up, right? You are. Come over here and harvest this plant. I just want to see... Well, not... What? Seriously. Alright then. Harvest. I want to see. So we got about 8. Alright, well, that is okay. 9. Need about 900. So we'll just wait and see how that plays out. I really would like them to... Oh, that's why. Not allowing sowing there. Alright. Ape. Gut worms. Make sure that Carl gets proper treatment and spends as much time as possible in bed. Alright, well, let's go ahead and free that up. It's going to eat up a lot of our stuff. Alright, we're back to having a lot of food. So, I'm going to disallow sowing there. We will put in Psychoid. I may actually change this around because we have a ton of raw food right now. So let's go with heal root there. Alright, so there's a lot to do, a lot to grow. We're going to try to do that quest. We'll see if we can get to it. Alright, so we are doing this, which is fine. Go with that. Is there ground here? Rough marble. Yeah, you know what? Let's remove that. Must target a removable floor. Okay, never mind. It's just the rock. Sweet. Alright. Zones. Clear zone. Grazing animals. Not in there. We're not going to let you guys go in there. Structure. Let's put a door in. Okay. And we do have marble again, which is really good, I suppose. Granite doors. I almost want to put wood doors here. I don't know. Maybe we want to change this out. Maybe I want the armory down here. I don't know what we'll use this room for. My thinking is it's kind of an out of the way area. At least if we make it somewhat over here, I can go sort of go through this area in order to get here. You know what? I think that's what we'll do. Might look a little weird, but oh well. See, this is good ground, right? Yeah, let's and this is gravel here. I don't really need per se. This is good ground there. I don't know. I think for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and dump all our weapons in here. Structure, clear all. Weapons. Do we want to put a quality? Nah, I think this will be fine. Gonna make that critical importance. Have we started sewing this area? Not yet, I suppose. Go ahead and allow sewing there. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh. Apparently there was a wall here. Interesting. Another caravan request. Psychoid Leaves 1206 after 11. Well, we're definitely not going to get that one, so that's out of the ordinary there. So we're going to go ahead and plant them here. And then I will have more planters come down here and hopefully plant that stuff. Grunt, can you guys just come down here? I know this is a lot of food to just let go. Now what are you doing? They really want to harvest this gourd. Alright, whatever. I just won't let them plant it. Because planting takes a little bit longer, so I don't know. Carl, did we ever have you shack up with your fiance? Yes, we did. Lovely. How many empty rooms do we have then? Somewhat. Mediocre, dull. Alright, so these rooms are actually better down here. Really? Probably because of the flooring. The wood flooring doesn't really give much. I'm thinking we'd put people down here. You know what? I think that's a good idea. You go ahead and uninstall you. Okay. I think I may just reinstall over here for right now. And let's take a look. Grunt is what? Slothful, psychically dull. Air is not a big deal there. Pessimist. I think Hicks and Valentine will be good. Yeah. Let's put our pessimists down into this area here. When they wake up. Hicks, you're gonna sleep. Alright, well, I don't know if this is actually gonna work. How many growers? 3. So we only have 2 people that can actually plant the psychoid leaves. So that is that. What do we have down here? This is looking pretty good. Alright. We don't have as much as I thought we were going to have, to be honest. Alright. No, I don't really want to mine the plasteel right this second. So just forget about that. Miscellaneous orbital trade beacon. Let's put that down somewhere here. Now, we'll just do that. I really like that you can move these now. I think that is just phenomenal. Probably put in a couple of those at some point. And we're going to need power up in here. Let's just go straight up that way. I think that will be lovely. Alright, Mr. Iguana. Are you eating? Yeah, you are. Alright, perfect. You make eggs. Egg production, 50%. Progress stopped until fertilized. Well, I don't think we're going to keep the iguana then. You're not, like, bonded, are you? No. Yeah, I mean, is there any real I mean, I could release them. We could sell it. Alright, whatever. We'll try to sell it. Is anybody doing this yet? Arrow, what are you doing? Sow and heal root. Alright, now we're sowing down here. Excellent. Again, I'm not sure we're going to have time. But we'll see. Just get as many as we can. I may not even let them finish all of this. I may stop it at some point. But at least get it growing, get it started, and move from there. No, I want to turn these off. Stop wasting power. And then we want to reinstall. This is who is this again? Valentine and Hicks. And we can take their shoddy. Adds a nice beauty of 7. These are 4. 4, yeah. Alright. You were Valentine and Hicks. Thank you. Needs, got married to Valentine. Lovely. Honeymoon phase. Oh, they're just so happy. Alright, and we have an empty room now. Reinstall. Plop this down there. And that should be fine. Alright, well, we have enough meds for a while. I would have liked to have had the heal root. But I think we still have a lot of stockpile. Manufacture, Nutrimine. Yeah, this needs to be critical important. Alright. Because I think we have a ton of Nutrimine. Yeah, 95. Whoa, fire! Hey, people, get up. Put out the fire before we lose a lot of crops. And it's burning through our freaking devil strand. That's a shame. Animals. Very restricted, that's fine. Alright. One thing we need to do. So we have a bunch of idlers now, which is just awful. Alright, tell you what. Let's go ahead and finish this mining job over here. Actually, never mind. Let's do this. Open that back up. That should take care of our boop, 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 boop. Our idlers. And I kind of need a surgery thing right now. So, who's missing their arm? Ooh, Grunt's almost losing that. Alright, so Grunt. Grunt and Pan. And I think Pan is probably the better person to give an arm to. Because Pan constructs, has passion for crafting. That would be really good. So yeah, let's do that. You are right arm operations. Let's give you a bionic arm, a right shoulder. Lovely. Alright. Pan, come down here, rest until healed. And who's going to perform the surgery? Arrow. Oh, your thumb is off kilter. Alright, let's see here. We have a surgery success chance. Medical surgery success chance 88%. It's probably not the greatest because of the thumb issue. And but I know they buffed regular meds. So that is something. Somewhere I had a spreadsheet that helped me calculate this. Here we go. All right, so see, the potency was increased, I believe, to 100%. So I would have a 90% chance with arrow, if I'm correct. Who's next? Hicks? Ooh, Hicks. Hicks, you are an 11, though. Which is not bad. I wonder if you have better success chance. 86. Not by... No. You might, eventually. But Arrow's still better just by a few. So, Arrow... I need you to actually stay in here. Go ahead and operate. We are going to see how this works. So yeah, the potency, I believe, of regular meds was increased to 100. Oh, wait. Sterile, so it is 0.6. Alright, forgot to check that. Alright, let's see how you do. Did you actually grab the right meds? Yeah. Come on. 90%. Oh, all right. We got the right shoulder on. Perfect. Now, we do have other things. So, you know what? I want to actually get those over here. So, we want this to be critical importance, clear all. And this, I kind of want it to be body parts. Items. Body parts. Artificial, but I don't want the scyther blades because those I just want to sell. So that's fine. All right. Well, we got a decent number here growing. We'll see. Just have to keep monitoring it. It's going to take a while for those to grow. We got 18. This harvest should finish at some point, I suppose. What I can do I have... Oh, wait. I have all this... How much, smoke leaf? We have a ton of smoke leaf. Guess you can't make smoke leaf at the, whatchamacallit, drug lab, so you need, crafting spot, probably. Make smoke leaf joint. Do forever details, that's fine. Alright. Yes, and as someone pointed out, because I had issues with the caravan stuff, they did actually add this in, which I think is fantastic. Caravan parking spot. I just completely forgot about it. Best place for it? I don't know, maybe like right up here. Because easy access to our main storage facilities. Probably if we're taking a lot of food is also going to be something. Bills, packaged survival meals. You know what? I actually want some packaged survival meals to take with us when we go on our journey. So I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to create just another little bit right there. Paste. Holy crap. We are not making food. Suspend. Oh, wow. That's bad news. We gotta make food, people. No wonder our raw food has been increasing like crazy. Turn those off. Alright. Package survival meals. Oh no, that's, yeah. We're gonna be upset. Consume lavish meal. We'll use up our lavish meals. Hey, Koi, no. Needs. Just for Valentine to get moving on that. And speaking of which, I could use another cook. Hicks. Or Arrow. I guess Hicks. Where are you, Hicks? Yeah, you're sleeping. Hicks is a... No? Who is our night owl? Trustma. Trustma, can you cook by any chance? You can. Let's put you on cooking duty for a little bit. Just to get those meals kicking. Alright, we're going to take off the lavish meals. Uh-oh, Carl and Koi broke up. Alright then, well, it's understandable, given that they started their relationship and then Koi just up and left. But, oh boy, we got to put a cut in the video. So that's all for this episode. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.